Now, if something bugs you, just gets under your skin, what do? Well, I'll speak for myself. We complain. We complain to our friends, we complain to our coworkers, and of course we oftentimes complain to our spouse. They're the receiving end of a lot of this whining.
They get a lot of those complaints there, but most of the time it doesn't do any good, so that frustration only grows. So Studio 5 relationship coach Matt Townsend says there is a good way to complain, and it will actually get results if you complain the right way.
You just don't shower.
What?
I don't know. But what is a complaint? Because this will explain it.
Something negative you want to get off your chest. Something that you want to verbalize about something.
It's negative energy we need out of us. So we got to get it out of us. And if we can't get it out with them, we'll get it out with somebody else. So how do you get negative energy out? You got to shower. No, you don't shower.
Oh.
I'll show you. It's called being different. It's one of our tools we're going to give you.
I'm the only one that's thoroughly confused.
I've got two-thirds of the people here.
Okay.
It's a tool we're going to show you. It's called being different. But I can't give it away yet because we're going to try to help somebody by being different.
Because some of the people, we actually put the question out on Facebook. We asked some people what they complain about, what their common complaints are, their biggest complaints. People were more than happy to share about something.
They were.
A little vent session going on.
Crystal Lindsay was up first. She said she has a husband she loves dearly. He's got issues, though, in helping around the house. He's a hard-working, amazing father. She'll have a meltdown, then she'll bring it up to him, and he'll help for a while until it goes back to how it was before. She says, I don't want to sound like a nag, so I'll just mention here and there that I need a bit of help, but it doesn't sink in. It bottles up until I melt down. What frustrates me is he knows it needs to be done.
Boom! There's the complaint. Notice what she said. She doesn't want to nag. So what does she do? She ends up bottling it up till she can't take it, the energy.
Right.
Then the energy blows, and then she ends up nagging. The exact thing she doesn't want to do. Rule number 1. To help somebody, instead of complaining, just be different. If she would be different, by the way, when she was different enough to complain about it, he changes, notice. He'll change for a few weeks. Then odds are she changes back. So the rule, very simply, instead of actually having to go talk about it, just be different. You can change people's lives by being different. For example, what if she said nothing, and then at 6 o'clock she came and sat by him on the couch while they hired a neighbor girl to come clean the house? And she just rubbed his leg and sat next to him and loved on him while the neighbor lady's walking across that room. Or she comes out carrying his laundry. You want to bet? $1,000, that's different. And you know what? I bet you he'll be like, what's going on? Oh, I just was tired of cleaning and was tired of doing it all myself, so I just hired Stacy. Can I watch? Some people are like, that's passive aggressive. You know what it is? That's reverse psychology. If I promise you, the minute she's no longer nagging about it, but just goes and changes it and is different, I guarantee he'll start talking about it.
So change the situation. Don't nag about the situation. Be different.
You can nag all you want. It just doesn't work. But it is a way to get the energy out. Another way to get the energy out is just do stuff different. That's one rule.
Hey, Crystal, don't come complaining to us if you're...
It works every time.
Okay.
It works.
Be different. I love that reverse psychology approach. Tiffany also wrote in on our Facebook page. She said her complaint is having to share the road with other people.
Oh, I hate that.
She said, I'm pretty sure I'm the only one who ever went to driver's ed. And then she went on to say, I'm also pretty sure everyone around me feels the exact same way about everyone else. But sometimes when you're trapped, we talked last week about the lack of control, when you don't have control. You're trapped in that car, traffic is thick, people are being idiots, and that does, it builds. That frustration
energy builds, so you've got to do something, right? So what do? You yell,
lay on your horn.
You scream. You can talk to everybody about it. And interestingly, again, nothing changes.
Right.
Isn't it weird? So what's one thing you could change?
You.
How you see this problem, how you understand it. So what I would do, and I do this every time, I did it like 20 times on the way here. I did it 10 times just sitting here waiting for you guys. But instead of complaining, I just try to understand and try to start. So I ask myself questions like, what am I missing here? Like I was trying to pass a car on the freeway, didn't know there was a big accident that they were all slowing down for. But see, so if I try to be understanding is simply me allowing more space in my head to get more information in. So I ask some questions like, what am I missing? Or why would a loving, cute, amazing, wonderful person drive so horribly? Or have I ever driven so crazily? And why would I drive so crazy? And if you start to open up your mind, new thoughts will come in, and with new thoughts come new energy. So you're going to use the negative energy instead of complaining it out. You can do it. You just end up being a whiner, like we were talking about. Or you can try to just use the same energy to change how you see the things, and that creates different feelings. Feelings are changed by thinking.
I had a friend who said something like that. They said, anytime you're driving behind someone who's driving really, really slowly, and you get so frustrated frustrated. Imagine that they have a cake on the front seat that they've just made to their sick mother, and they're trying to drive there and get it. And so
I
now,
imagine it's my grandma behind the wheel, and then I feel so much more sympathetic.
Yeah.
I imagine the same thing, and I said, "Move it, you old coot!" And then when I pulled around, it was some kid on a phone.
Oh.
So what? Then I was really
Yeah,
mad
then
because
you're
it wasn't
really
even an
worked
old
up.
coot with a cake.
Okay.
It was a cakeless coot.
One more. This is from Karen. Karen's complaint is about her mom. She says, remember that Karen hasn't lived at
Yes.
home for 20 years, but she says her mom comes to my house and takes over anything I'm doing, a book she's reading, a puzzle, the newspaper. If I leave for a second, she claims it and says I used to take her stuff, so she's entitled to take my stuff.
Jeez.
This sounds like a fun little
Okay,
relationship.
this is dysfunction. Okay, let's just be real. No, this is very typical, but here's another tool. Be happily unpredictable. See, most of the time, what this woman would do is she'd get all passive-aggressive, unhappy, angry, and very predictable. She'd just sit there mad that mom's got her book.
Like, you know how she's going to react.
So I would just smile and run up and just say, "Thanks, Mom," and I'd take my book back and just go read it. Now, that's happy but unpredictable. You know what I might do? I might buy my mom a book and say, "Hey, babe," Mom. We call my mom babe. It's just a weird thing. It's kind of
Speaking of
Freudian.
dysfunction, wow.
So hey, babe. Hey, Mom, I bought you a book because I know you always steal mine, so here's one for you. Hey, Mom, I'm doing my puzzle, so when she comes over, you know what? Before you start on my puzzle, let me get you your own puzzle. And I'd go grab a puzzle for my mom. But I'd be happy. I'd be happy about it. Like, otherwise, why am I getting angry?
Right.
Because I'm thinking that she's getting into my space. The other reason to be unpredictable is the more unpredictable I am, the more she has to be careful. Because I could go off at any minute. And when they know you can go off at any minute, it scares them. So it gives people power. Notice the most unpredictable person in the room has a lot of power. Because we're all like, I mean, a lot of times when I walk in the room, I'm like the most unpredictable. And it scares people.
That's the
You guys look at, you're both leaning back.
Yeah.
It's scaring me right now.
I love that phrase, though. Happily unpredictable. Be
It's
happily
powerful. And by the way, because happy makes them attracted to us. So
Yeah.
she'll like being with you, but the unpredictable nature of you fixing your own problem, like bringing her a copy of your book,
Right.
done.
Put you on edge a little bit. You don't know what to
Yeah,
expect next.
and then all of a sudden it's like, oh, okay.
I can do
Thanks.
this. Okay.
Maddie's got a little date night coming
Date
up, right?
night this Friday, 7 o'clock, May 18th. This is a great date night where we're going to teach you 5 questions you can ask that will guarantee a healthy relationship. If you and your partner can answer them and talk through them, 5 questions, really powerful. Bring your friends, get a bunch of friends, give us a call or check out Date Nights with Matt.
Where is this one at?
These are always now at the Miller's Conference Center in Sandy.
Okay.
Okay.
Thanks, kiddos.
Worth the
Thanks,
drive.
man.
It's a lot of fun.